actually solving the problem. Hello, welcome again to another conversation on We Are Talk of Hilton, where we have honest conversation about Nigeria, our citizens, our challenges, and our future. And I'm your host, Emmanuel Hilton. And today we are excited to tell you that we begin a new series or recurring series on this channel. And today being Monday, it is our Hard Truth Monday. And today we are going to be discussing together. And we are going to be having a conversation that is able to shift our mindset as young people. Or be able to give us a clear clearance of what we must do as citizens of this great nation. So if you know that you want to be a part of the future of Liberia and you want to make that difference, then stay tuned as we dive into today's conversation. Today we want to look at our mindset as Liberian. Many of us young people, many of us citizens, it is so obvious in life, in our daily activities, we are always thinking and complaining and hoping that the government is coming to our aid. The government will provide our needs. The government will create jobs and opportunities for us, especially as young people. But have we sat down to ask ourselves and to discover the hard truth that none of us, not even me, will be willing to live with, but it is the truth. And that is what we want to look at today. And I don't just want us to have this conversation as another conversation. I want it to be something that will inspire us, and something that will allow us to make a little bit of change or a little bit of adjustment in our lives. And this conversation is actually, focused on we the young people. We the young people. So our first talking point is today, we are going to be looking at how can we as young people take the necessary actions with the little we have to make a change in Liberia. We all know Liberia has challenges. That's the truth. We talk about unemployment, poor road conditions, corruption, and lack of opportunities. These are hard truths. These are facts. Those conversations matters. They matters. And that's the reason we are having these conversations today. But if all we do is to complain, then let us know that nothing will change. Because complaining is not a means of changing something. And that is where I want us to look at as citizens, as young people. What is our role in this difficult time of Liberia? What is our own obligations to bring a change to this republic? Now, every one of us, let us know that every one of us, we cannot be presidents. Every one of us cannot be president. But every one of us can become responsible. Show me a responsible citizen, and I will show you a responsible nation. So take for instance, you are a teacher. How can I be a responsible teacher? That should be a question. How can I be a responsible business owner? How can I be a responsible student? A responsible young person? How can I be a responsible citizen? These are questions we need to be asking ourselves. And it will surprise you to know that we can do all we can through our complaints. But if we don't take the necessary responsibilities, our complaints will only end in complaints and nothing will change in Liberia. So here's it. As a young person, as a citizen, as an adult, as a student, there is something you can do today that will change something very small in our society. A young person can volunteer. A young person can innovate. A young person within your community, you can start something small within your community that will shift something in that environment. Now let's talk a little bit. Every great movement in history started with someone who decided to take an action. Yes. Every one of us today, we are enjoying electricity, but have you discovered an individual who sat and began to go on a journey where he could establish this electricity that you and I are using today? So every great movement in history, talk about South Africa, it was an individual. Nelson Mandela stood to his feet. Talk about other nations. There was always a moment where somebody stood up to make that difference. And that is where history begins. So instead of us waiting as young people, that the government will do this, the government will create jobs, the government will create opportunities, it is time that we ourselves begin to engage and begin to discover and begin to find means of creating jobs for ourselves, creating opportunities for ourselves, and building platforms that is able to transform our nation. And it all begins within our communities. It all begins. Search in your communities. There are problems you can solve in your community with just a little, but because of consistency, discipline, responsibilities, and professionalism, with that little skills, you can make a difference in your community. And that is where library is emerging right now. So as a young person, it is not time to be looking up to the government. It is time to change your mentality. Begin to find problems and find the solutions. So today is the first day on we are talking Hilton with this edition, the Heart Youth. And this come your way every Monday or through. It starts from today and it will always be here every Monday on this platform. We will be discussing together the Heart Youth. And so today I want to leave you with this challenge. This week, I don't just want us to complain about problems. Let's do something to make our community better. It could be helping someone. It could be cleaning our communities. It could be starting something small, like a project that will move our community forward. And now, here's it. This is the question that I want to discuss in the comment section. I want to hear from you. What one problem in Liberia that ordinary citizens, not just government, can help solve? Leave your answers in the comment section and we will discuss that in the comment section. This is Real Talk with Hilton, where ideas become action, and together we are building the Liberia we want to see. If this conversation change or challenge you, share with someone else. We'll see you in our next conversation on the Heart Youth on Mondays, where we will have something very unusual. Thanks for being there and thanks for listening.